Remember, season changes. Attack don't last forever. People will change. Weather changes. Circumstances changes. So, don't be dismayed. Don't be discouraged. Expect the supernatural. Expect God to show up on your behalf. Don't allow the storms of life, the challenges of life, the situation that is hovering over your head, don't allow it to drown you. Tomorrow is coming. Your future is colorful. Your future is great. Weeping only endure for a night. Joy comes in the morning. All the seasons of your mourning, weeping, wailing has a limited time. Ayọ̀ máa ń bọ̀ lówùúrọ̀, ayọ̀ máa ń bọ̀ lówùúrọ̀, ẹkún lè pẹ́ títí dalẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ayọ̀ ń bọ̀. There's always joy that will come in the morning. I know a lot of people are hearing me today. Your heart is sinking. Your mind is sinking. Everything about you is going down. Hear me. Seasons are seasonal. Seasons are seasonal. That attack will not last forever. That confrontation will not last for life. It's a moment. It's a season. A time will come that the adversary, the crisis, what life did to you will become your testimony. What a lot of people don't understand is simple. When crisis comes, is a mirror. I've said it before. When crisis comes, it makes you stronger. You have a choice. You can be bitter and be better in the midst of crisis. But the point is clear. It will not last for life. Joy will come. Expect joy. Expect it. Surely there is an end. The expectations of the righteous will not be cut short or cut off. Expect the best. Your best is yet to come. You have not danced your best dance. You are still going to dance. As a matter of fact, anything that does not have a history does not have a future. You must remember the season of drought, the season of dryness, the season of embarrassment, the season of shame. When you are wondering, àmọ́ rò pé àsìkò yìí ti tán ni, àṣé tún ìmíì tún dé. For every level, there's a level. For a new level, there's going to be a new challenge. If you like it, you want to stay somewhere, you don't like crisis, you like crisis, it will come. If you like it, it will come. If you don't like it, it will come, because we are wired to go through challenges. Yorùbá ní tibitire ládálé ayé. Do you know when a woman puts to bed and the placenta is not yet released, they cannot greet that woman congratulations? Meaning that the negative must come. The positive is out, the negative must come. When the negative comes, then they celebrate. God is telling us that the two is important. Very important. So don't allow your present situation to determine your final destination. A lot of people have been through storms in their health, in their home, with their children, with everything that has to do with them. And the only thing they are saying is clear. Kò lè dá mọ́, ó ti parí, kò sí ìrètí mọ́, forget it. Igi tí a gé àbá wà fún, tí gbòǹgbò ẹ̀ bá kan omi á tún hù padà. There is hope for a tree that is caught. Let the root touches the water, it will sprout again. Don't think that this dry moment, this shameful moment, this embarrassing moment will end. No, it will not end. Tears endure for a night. Joy comes in the morning. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. This is Shematters on Fresh FM 105.9 Ibadan. On behalf of Dr. Efele, a visionary leader, a man that is exceptionally excellent when it comes to his job and his vision for Fresh FM. On his behalf, I welcome you to this powerful episode of Shematters. Don't listen alone. Call your friends, your neighbors, your acquaintances, even your enemies. Because one thing is sure, you don't know the word that will come, that will make an enemy a friend, that will change the mind of the adversity and turn that person to a friend. Make a decision, please, with me today. Go and communicate it to someone. Call your friends. Tell them, listen to Shematters. Listen to Shematters. You are saving a life. You are saving a generation. You are helping someone to be out of storm. Because one thing is sure, challenges are for champions. Every star has a scar. We only turn it to stars. It's not going to be rosy. Even God said in his word, he said nínú ayé ẹ̀yin ò rí ìpọ́njú ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́ ẹ tújú ká nítorí òun ti ṣẹ́gun ayé. In this world you will have tribulations, you will have challenges. It's normal, but be of good cheer because you are going to be an overcomer, because God has overcome for you. Get yourself ready to be on a journey of recovery in these episodes. I've woken up to realize that people are different. People are deep. Èèyàn ò mọ̀ọ̀yàn, èèyàn ò mọ̀ra ẹ̀. And that is why you will see a man rape his daughter. You will see a woman rape her son. You are telling me kò síbẹ̀, gbàgbé ẹ̀. Because I don't bring people on the program for you to listen to their challenges. You don't know that things happen. Àìṣèpàdé ìyà ni kò sẹ́ni tó mọ alága ìyà. People go through stuffs. People have cases that when you listen to them, you'll be so scared. Hear this. My sister, she's not complete. How do I mean? My sister is a disabled. And a man came to our house, raped my sister, and he ran away. You know, I kept quiet. I kept quiet intentionally because that is the height of wickedness. That is the height of unfairness. But you know what? I have decided and I have noticed in these few days that people actually have mental problem. People have mental problem. It's not everybody that talks to you, that relates with you, that talk as if it's normal, that is normal. The experience I had in the last few days made me to know that there are some mad people that are wearing clothes under the jacket. A lot of them are abroad. Pardon me, those that are abroad. Because of the winter, they wear their jackets, they wear their winter jackets, and they are struggling with serious mental issue, struggling with serious depression, struggling with a lot of things that is psychological. Let me put it that way. Some are narcissists, some are sociopaths, some are psychopaths, some have bipolar, and people don't know. And that is why I am saying it now. Everybody, please, before you go into marriage with a man or a woman, invest in the emotional life of that person. Do compatibility tests. Do personality assessment tests. When the police took that man, he was not at home. They have to arrest the wife for the sin she did not commit. Raping a disabled. Messing up her body beyond normal. Now, when you look at a man like that, 6 packs, handsome, very hardworking, has money. Hey, let me tell you something today. In wisdom, we study trends. I learned a lot this week, having to address some KNOWTY issues. Mo rí pé Some people are not normal, they are not okay. But when you meet them to start with, you think you have seen human being that is made from heaven, but honestly they are mad people in clothes. How can you look at a disabled and that is the person you feel like raping or sexually molesting? You can easily go to a prostitute. I'm not soliciting prostitution, but there are ways you can release yourself than looking at someone that is fully, totally, completely disabled, and that is the person you felt you should have a forceful sex with without consent. That is scary. That tells me something. Please, every woman, hear me. You have one life to live. Every man, hear me. You have one life to live. That one life is so important that you cannot afford to live it anyhow. You have to live that life knowing fully well that any man you marry is a life partner, is a life one. Any woman you marry is a life partner, is a life one. If anything happens that contradicts your vision and your dream for relationship, what happens is clear. You will carry it, you will paddle it till the end of your life. And it's not only going to be you, your children, your children's children, the children and the children and the children and the children you will have. Master Yoruba, ma worry, we partake of this. There are some people you cannot marry their daughter because they are insane. There are some people you cannot marry their son because they are insane. And insanity is so real. Mental health problem is so real that oh dear Lord, people that has mental issues, they don't reason like normal human being. They don't rationalize, they don't have rationale for whatever they are doing. Because you'll be wondering, how would this person be acting and reacting like this? Can't he just give it a second thought? Is a normal person that his brain is on point, that can give any situation another thought. Okay, boya báyìí ló ṣe rí, karo báyìí. I'm coming back in English. Let me continue like this. Is the person that is sane, that will give an alibi, an excuse for any situation that happens. If you are relating with someone that his mental health is not okay, then you are dealing with a time bomb, an accident that is about to happen. And that's why I want to appeal to every young man, every young woman hearing the sound of my voice today. Before you make a move to say yes to a woman or a man, please check your compatibility. Because listen, you can do heart transplant as a man, as a woman. As a woman, you cannot do head transplant. Abiola said, to his blessed memory, he said, if you want to check whether a fish is good, check the head. The head determines the body. The head determines the body. As a man, you are the head. Your husband, your wife is the neck. Imagine, your body is your wife. No matter how powerful you are as a head, let me give you a simple analysis. You want to ease yourself now. You have a headache. Or you want to ease yourself. Let me go into the restroom. And your brain tells you, I'm pressed. And your body said, I'm not going. What happens? You defecate on the chair. You wee or you poo on the chair. God forbid. That is what is happening in many relationships. The head is good. It wants the body to respond. And the body will say, I'm not responding. The body is good, but the head is not good. The body will say, I'm not following the head. The head will say, I'm not following the body. Then there will be yam pepper, scatter, scatter. I want to advise every man, every woman hearing me today, please make sure you do the needful, proper thing before you say I do. I don't know how I'm going to do it in my generation to reduce casualties. Do you know there is no one in the last 1 week from that Sunday till date have sat down to puzzle about people's character, attitude to things, to life, and I say, hey, this is trouble because of mental illness that is not obvious. And let me be honest with you, emotional sickness X-ray cannot see it. It is when you see the manifestation of a character, of an attitude, of the way the person disposes himself to things, that is the time you will know that there's trouble. There's trouble. Hear me today, and hear me very, very well. There's a man. I actually told him, I said, what I'm going to do, I will use your case to talk on Shematters for the next 6 months. And that takes me to what I want to share with us. Hear me. Anybody, if you are listening to me today, anybody that has a child before, whether male or female, that is not by death, maybe the person is a widow or a widower, please, you need to help yourself before you choose another relationship. Mo ti sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré sọ àwọn nǹkan kan tí mo ti sọ lóyìnbó kí n sọ Yorùbá, because I know I have amazing audience that want to listen to me in my language. What I'm saying is, if you are not careful as a man, mo tún ti ń sọ òyìnbó lọ, ẹ gbà mí, tí a ò bá ṣọ́ra gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọkùnrin bí obìnrin, a máa fẹ́ èèyàn tó ti ní àrùn ọpọlọ tí a ò mọ̀. A máa bá àwọn èèyàn tó ti ní àrùn ọpọlọ lọ, a máa bá wọn ṣeré ṣọ̀rẹ́, a máa bá wọn da nǹkan pọ̀ tá a ò mọ̀. Ìtorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ń sọ pé tó bá ti kọ̀rọ̀ ìgbéyàwó, ẹ ní láti ṣe nǹkan kan. Ẹ ní láti wò pé ṣáà bára wa mu, ṣé ìwà wa bára wa mu, ṣé ẹni yìí ò ní àrùn ọpọlọ, ṣé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń dà á láàmú. Torí pé mò ń sọ Yorùbá, ó ní àwọn orúkọ tí àwọn òyìnbó ti pè àwọn tó máa ń ní àrùn ọpọlọ tó máa ń farahàn nínú ìwà àti nínú ìṣe. A dẹ̀ kí n tètè mọ̀. Ìdí tá a fi kí n tètè mọ̀ ni wípé kò sí nǹkan tá a fi máa ń wo àrùn ọpọlọ bí kò ṣe ìwà àti ìṣe ẹni tí ó ní àrùn yẹn. Ibẹ̀ láti máa mọ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí ń ṣe yìí kò bá tara ayé mu. Nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí ń sọ yìí kò bá tara ayé mu. Ibẹ̀ yẹn lè má ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ń ṣe ẹni. Nítorí ẹ̀, tẹ́ bá ti rí wípé ẹ fẹ́ lọ make commitment, tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ sínú ìgbéyàwó tó jẹ́ títí láéláé, tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ẹ lè padà. Ṣé mọ̀ pé èèyàn lè tún pé ọkàn mi yìí kò ṣe dáadáa, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ọkàn mi sí. Ṣùgbọ́n mi ò rí ibi tán ti ń tún orí ṣe rí. Mo wá sọ wípé orí ni ọkùnrin. Tí orí bá ṣe dáa tó, torí dáa, kí n wá sọ ń sìn pé kórí mi sọ fún mi pé mo fẹ́ lọ gbọ̀nsẹ̀, kára lòun ò lọ, kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? Màá gbọ̀nsẹ̀ sára nìyẹn. Àbí kí ara sọ wípé òun ò lọ, ibi tó rí bá ń lọ. Àwọn àrùn kan wà tí wọ́n máa ń pè ní multiple sclerosis, tí ara ò ní lè, tí gbogbo ara ò ní dára wọn lóhùn mọ́. Bí mo ṣe lè ṣàlàyé ẹ̀, mo ṣe ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ yẹn. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa. Tí ó yẹ pé èèyàn ti mọ̀ pé ẹni yìí, mo wá ń sọ wípé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó máa ń hàn, tá ti máa ti fi hàn pé tó bá ti fojú sùnùkùn ó bá pé ẹni yìí nǹkan kan wà ńbẹ̀, kò normal. Bóyá ìbínú ẹ̀ kan tó le, tó burú, tàbí ọ̀rọ̀ kan tá kàn sọ wá pé níbo ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti ń jáde. Because omi búburú omi tó dọ̀tí kò lè jáde ní ibi kànga tó bá mọ́. Omi tó mọ́ ló máa jáde ńbẹ̀. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Kànga tó bá dọ̀tí, omi tó bá dọ̀tí ló máa jáde ńbẹ̀. Ó depend lórí bí fountain ìsàlẹ̀ omi yẹn ṣe rí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn nǹkan tó máa jáde lèèyàn ṣe máa mọ̀ pé omi yìí dọ̀tí, ìsàlẹ̀ ẹ̀ dọ̀tí, kì í ṣe nǹkan tí èèyàn lè mu. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá wò ló lérèfé, omi yẹn dọ̀tí ó póríṣiríṣi o. Tẹ́ bá tún wá gbé nǹkan sí láti fi wò ó, bóyá ẹ fi àwọn machine àwọn òyìnbó wò ẹ pé tanwíjí wà nù omi. Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìwà àwọn kan. Mo wá sọ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin torí mi lè máa tún sọ bí mo ṣe sọ lóyìnbó, mo ti sọ dáadáa lóyìnbó, pé tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ṣègbéyàwó gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọkùnrin àti obìnrin, ẹ ṣe ìdánwò, ṣe test náà ni, ìdánwò bóyá ẹni yìí wà òkè tàbí kò wà òkè. Mo máa ń sọ nǹkan kan pé ká ní Ọlọ́run lè ṣe pé kí n tó rẹ́rìn sí ẹ, kọ́lọ́run fi zip kan síkùn ẹ kó yẹ pé nínú ikùn yẹn báyìí wọ́n ti fi zip sí, pé tí n bá ti ṣí báyìí kí n tètè mọ nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀. Àní máa wọ one chance, àní máa kó sọ́wọ́, àní máa bẹ́ni tó jẹ́ pé kò wúlò, ìwà ẹ̀ ò dá, àní máa bá rìn nínú ìrìn àjò ayé wa. A ti tètè sá sẹ́yìn torí pé kí ni, everybody appears good on the surface. Kò sẹ́ni tẹ́ bá rí báyìí tẹ́ bá wò dáadáa á ti ṣe dáadáa lórí lérèfé, ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá dé ìsàlẹ̀ kòkó ayé ẹ̀, ejò paramọ́lẹ̀ ló wà ńbẹ̀. Ìtorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ń gba ẹ̀yin níyànjú léni pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lọ sínú ìgbéyàwó, torí pé ọkọ ẹ̀ bàbá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ni, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ìyá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ni, ìyá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, ìran ni, ìdílé. Téèyàn bá dẹ̀ ti ṣe ẹsẹ̀ gbé, àánú Ọlọ́run ló kù. Ṣùgbọ́n kí ló dé tí ẹ fẹ́ máa gbàdúrà lórí nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ẹ lè avoid? Irú eléyìí tí mo sọ sí, tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo ti rí, mi ò róko gúnlẹ̀ kí n gbẹ̀pà sí o, mi ò lè tẹ̀síwájú nínú àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń rí. Wà á tètè já sẹ́yìn. Ṣùgbọ́n mo ráwọn kan o, bó burú jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, wọ́n á rọ́rí mọ́ ni. Ìdí ni pé kí ni ìdí tí àwọn èèyàn fi máa ń rọ́rí mọ́ relationship tó wà toxic? Ibẹ̀ ni mò ń lọ lénìí. Relationship tó wà toxic. Why do people stay comfortable in a relationship that they know that is killing them? Several reasons. Màá kàn máa mú díẹ̀ torí àkókò mi. Ìdí àkọ́kọ́ ni pé you don't know your worth. People that their self-esteem has been crushed growing up, they can never make right decision in relationship. Self-esteem can be messed up in multiple ways by, of course, parenting náà ni. Yorùbá ní amúkọ ẹrù ẹwọ òun wòkè ìsàlẹ̀ náà ló máa wò. Tá bá ti wá láti ìdílé tó yẹ pé dákẹ́nu ẹ̀, má sọ̀rọ̀, ò jẹ́ èèyàn, kò sẹ́ni tó wà ń bẹ̀ fún ẹ. O ti àpáta, o struggle, kò sólùfẹ́, kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ràn ẹ, kò sẹ́ni tó appreciate ẹ, máa kúkú máa mix ẹ pọ̀. You find yourself making wrong decisions when it comes to relationship because you don't believe you deserve anything better. You just believe that kí ni mo deserve? Kò sí nǹkan kan jọ. Kí ni nǹkan gbé àwọn bàbá mi màmá mi tán ṣe fún mi, èwo ni wọ́n ṣe fún mi? Jẹ́ n faradà, jẹ́ n forí tì. That's where the problem is. Jẹ́ n faradà, jẹ́ n forí tì. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti di bẹ́ẹ̀, nǹkan kí nǹkan tán bá fi lọ irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ló máa gbà. Àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn pé àwọn òbí wa wọn ò validate wa, wọn ò jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé a tóbi, a important, a special. Wọ́n á máa fọ̀rọ̀ wọ́ wa mọ́lẹ̀, rún wa mọ́lẹ̀, rún wa jégéjégé. Wọ́n ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ rún wa. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti di bẹ́ẹ̀, at the end of the day, the person in question will make a wrong decision in relationship. We make a wrong decision in relationship because you have been emotionally crushed. So everything you do it compromised or being compromised or allowing anything to just happen pé kò matter kí la tún fẹ́ ṣe. Tẹ́ bá ní òbí tó yẹ pé kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe láyè tó dáa, téèyàn bá ti lọ́kọ tí ò sí nǹkan tó ṣe tó dáa kò lè wọ́rí pé wo àwọn òbí mi gan-an wọ́n tiẹ̀ wọ́n kúkú gbà mí bí mo ṣe rí, kí wàá ní ẹni téèyàn lòun fẹ́ wo máa jókòó síbẹ̀ máa fọrùn rọ. Jọ mo fẹ́ sọ tòótọ́ fún yín lénìí, tó bá ti díbẹ̀ má forí rọ, ẹ jọ discuss, kẹjọ sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ heal, ẹ gba healing through counselling and therapy for your relationships, because ṣé mọ̀ pé you cannot be strong for life, you cannot be energetic for life, you cannot be dynamic for life. You have to take time to heal so that kò ní di ọjọ́ ogbó. Àwọn kan gbọ́ mi lénìí sí, they are regretting their lives. Àwọn kan wà tó ẹ pé kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọ láàdvice wọn ò ní gbọ́ o, because they have personality disorder. Mo ti sọ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀, kò ṣeé sọ dáadáa ní Yorùbá ni. They cannot change. That is they don't even have they don't believe they have a problem. Ṣé mọ̀ pé tó bá rò pé òun ní problem ló máa change, but the person that is saying kí ni mo wá ṣe ń sìn tá mo ṣe tó tún máa bú àwọn tí ó yẹ pé ó ti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n wàá mọ̀ pé this is a major problem. The moment that is what you are going through and that is the experience you are having, back off and do counselling, especially if you are not married. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ marry kan mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, tẹ́ bá ti rí nǹkan tó kọ yín lóminú tó puzzle yín in any relationship you find yourself, make a quick turnaround, put your feet down, tell your spouse, your fiancé, that my dear, we need to get help, we need to seek help. We cannot continue like this, especially when you are distressed, when you feel that you are in a toxic relationship, you don't feel peace, you are not happy, you are not yourself, you are living in your shadow, you are walking in your shadow. Excuse yourself for attention. Now let me say this, you are not permitted to be forced. The professional does not force anybody to do anything. They are not manipulators, but wọ́n jẹ́ kó rí ìdí tó fi yẹ kẹ́ ẹ change. And if two of you are ready to work on yourselves, why not? That is important. Now mo sọ pé family system ló máa ń jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn gba nǹkan tí ò yẹ kán gbà nínú relationship. Point kan yẹn. Second point, trauma. Ṣẹ́rí tí a bá ti traumatize èèyàn, òyìnbó yẹn mo máa wá Yorùbá ẹ̀, tí a bá ti ṣe nǹkan fúnyàn tó dùnyàn wọ egungun, tó sọ̀yàn di nǹkan tí ò fẹ́ dà, problem ni in the sense that it will be so difficult for that person to be naturally attractive to people that are not abusive. Hurting people hurt people. Abused people are attracted to abused people. Let me give you a practical example. Isaac came from a very dysfunctional home. How do I know? Òun àtẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ step brother wọ́n jà débi pé màmá Isaac ní pé kó má dúró sílé mọ́, kó wá máa lọ, kó kúrò nílé òun, pé kó fọkọ òun lẹ̀, kó fọmọ òun lẹ̀, kó máa lọ. Ìjà yẹn àmọ́ pé ó ti sodo sí Isaac lára. When you are traumatized, it sits somewhere, and that is why therapy is important. It's like you have headache and you are not taking analgesic, you are not going to be okay. Wàá kàn máa patch ẹ̀ tó bá yá orí yẹn, anything can happen. That headache could be just ordinary fever, signs of fever, but if you refuse to address it at the time, it can turn to brain tumor or brain cancer. That is where the problem is, and that's where the challenge is. That is why you see a lot of people that just got to the half of their lives and they just mess up because wọn ò tètè mójútó. Wọ́n ní kékeré lèèyàn ti ń pa ẹ̀kan ìrókò tó bá dàgbà tán kò ní ṣe tètè gé. So when a problem, you're traumatized, something happened, please take time to do something with it by changing or getting a therapist. Some trauma cannot be treated in isolation. Oh. You need digging deep. You need almost 10-20 sessions of therapy to be free. You know why? Because kò débẹ̀ lójú kan níjọ́ kan náà. Now, when it comes to recovery from trauma or recovery from any form of abuse, it's like peeling an onion. A máa máa ṣí láwẹ́ 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 láwẹ́. Tí wọ́n gan bá tún rí awẹ́ mi tó ń ṣí báyìí, wàá wò pé ṣé èmi náà ní ìdọ̀tí pọ̀ nínú emotions ẹ̀ tó lè. Why? Because nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Ó lè jẹ́ rape, ó lè jẹ́ wọ́n purọ́ mọ́ ẹ, ó lè jẹ́ pé wọ́n abandon ẹ, ó lè jẹ́ pé wọ́n reject ẹ, ó lè jẹ́ pé somebody just said something. I shared something with you last week about being rejected. It could be a statement. Do you know that story of Billy Graham I told you? It might just be that word kí ni ẹ́ kí ló fẹ́ dà ló jẹ́ kẹ́ni yẹn wà pushed to greatness. But you know what? If that thing is not dealt with, the person will still be trying to impress until he's depressed. And that is why you have to do something to build back your self-worth after abuse or after trauma. If you don't do it, what will happen is simple. You are going to find yourself in a place of shame, because by the time you are making a wrong decision, ìtìjú náà ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. If you are hearing me today and you are going through stuffs or you've been through a lot that you too you don't need any prophet to tell you that nǹkan ṣe ẹ́, something is wrong with me, seek help. Ṣẹ́rí ibi tèmi ò kì í ṣe nǹkan, àwọn nǹkan wà tèmi ò kì í ṣe, mi ń tanra mi, and I take responsibility. I don't give excuses for nonsense, because kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní ní excuse láti ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa. But take responsibility. Ọlọ́run ní a broken and a contrite heart God will not despise. If your heart is contrite, you are ready to say, ẹ má bínú èmi rè. Ẹni tó bá wò pé òun á rí gbẹ̀yẹn, òun á rí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ, ó ń ṣeré ni, torí pé kí ni Ọlọ́run sọ pé a broken and a contrite heart he will not despise. But if you are the kind of a person that you always give excuses, why tó fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sí mi, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe báyìí, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe sọ báyìí, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe wà báyìí, forget it. To find mercy will be difficult. Ẹ jẹ́ fún yín lé example kan. Ó dà pé mo ti sorry in one of the episodes. Ẹ lálejò, àwa obìnrin àwọn màmá wa láyé àtijọ́ wọ́n máa ń ra àwọn àwo kan bíi dinner set, àwọn serious plates tó fine, wọ́n máa ń kó sórí tébù báyìí orí pẹpẹ. Mo ṣọ́pọ̀ àwọn kan máa rántí sí. Kẹ wá lálejò tó special, kẹ lé àlejò tó ṣe pàtàkì. You now brought those plates down to be used. So you now told your daughter to go and pack them after they had finished eating, take them to the kitchen for someone to wash it. On her way to the kitchen, all your dinner set, 32 sets, gbaragada gborogodo, whoa! Ó dẹ̀ wó dànù, ó fọ́. Gbogbo yín wá sáré jáde pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Why did you allow me to carry it? It's not fair for you to allow me to carry it. Yeah, you know I cannot carry it, it's too heavy. Wà kọ́kọ́ mú ọmọ yẹn lù. Why? Because the child is not taking responsibility. But Koni, mommy, I'm sorry. Mommy, I'm dead today. I'm really sorry. Mommy, please help me to beg my mommy, please. Even if you are going to beat the child, you might not even beat that child, because you notice that the child herself is penitent. Follow me on Instagram. If you miss any of the episodes, my handle is funkeadetuberu. You can listen to all my episodes on my YouTube channel. Funke Adetuberu is my handle. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm still passionate about dealing with issues that can affect us in our lives. Why I'm dealing with this is, if you don't deal with it, give yourself another 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. Please look at your age now and ask yourself, this thing that I'm doing now, ìwà tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi yìí, hey, everybody fi sá fún mi, family sá, ẹbí sá, ará sá, hey, kí ni mo lè ṣe láti fi change? Tó o bá ti wá nǹkan ṣe sí, bọ́ǹbù tó máa gbìn ni is a time bomb. Is an accident that is about to happen. That is why I want you to take this next topic seriously. Secrets. Àṣírí. You are as sick as your secrets. Ìdí tí a lot of people feel struggle with their lives is because they have kept so much secrets that they have become a secret themselves. Àṣírí àṣírí wọ́n á bò ẹ̀dẹ̀ wo kò sáṣírí kankan bí kankan. That is why when people are addicted to drugs, addicted to anything, sex, cocaine, marijuana, cannabis, we say it out, open up, tell someone. It is better to open up for help than to be caught. If you cry out, I'm struggling with pornography, I don't want it. Now, don't get me wrong. If you like it, enjoy it. I don't have problems with anything anybody is doing because we are all products of our choices. You make your choice makes you. You are a product of your decisions. So it's not a problem if you have chosen to live that kind of life and you are comfortable with it. Why not? But if you know that you are not comfortable with it and you want to come out of it, this week alone, I have a case that still puzzles me. The father of this girl has been sexually molesting her from age 4. She's 19. How? The mother dropped her with her dad. So maybe psychologically the man believes that this is my wife, not my daughter. Now, she has kept the secret. She has aborted for that man over 10 times. Look at her age. Now, the question is she going to settle down? Is she going to have a life? Is she going to be married? That is what I'm saying about secrets. If you are struggling with anything, you are covering up as something, it's still going to explode and exposed. Not just explosion. Oh my boss it, oh my she. Why not open up the secret now? The reason why people stay permanently in a toxic relationship is because they are feeling that kí ni ká ti gbọ́, ta ni kí n sọ fún, báwo létí méjì ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́. Please talk to someone that can help you. For the fact pé o ti ẹ̀ sọ, mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ rántí ìtàn Adetuberu. I don't know if you is a fiction. Wọ́n àròsọ ni. Ó ṣáà ń dákẹ́. Ó wá lọ rí ibi igi ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ kan. Ó yá igi ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ni, yes, igi pọ́pọ̀. Ló bá Adetuberu. Open up to someone. Don't die in secret. Don't die in silence. Do you know? One man died few days ago. The wife just called me and said, Ma, mo ti wọ gàù. Why? All the children are not for this man. All her children. The man is rich and everybody knew. Òun ló rò pé wọn ò mọ̀. Kò sáṣe pamọ́ because there's no secret anywhere. It's going to come to the open. Do you know the moment honesty kò tó second day tí bàbá yẹn kú ni àwọn family dìde pé a máa ṣe blood test. Wọ́n máa ṣe DNA test. Look at that. I'm talking about keeping secrets. There's no one that does not have a secret. But look for someone you can trust. Be honest with that person. Do you know something? There are 3 people you don't lie to in your life. Your doctor. Tínú bá ń rùn ẹ́, tó bá lórí ló ń fọ́ ẹ. A máa fún ẹ lóògùn onírúurú ni o. Kò ní fún ẹ lóògùn headache. You don't lie to your doctor. Look for someone and listen to me. In this profession, in this job, we have an oath of confidentiality. God forbid, kí client ẹ kó gbá ẹ létí. Àṣírí tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fi sí ẹ lọ́wọ́ stays with you. Whatever the case may be. Everything stays with you. You cannot use it against the person. It's against the ethics of profession. There are professions that you don't expose people's secret. Doctor is one. Therapist, psychologist, they are one. Pastoral is one. But some pastors are losing their mouths. That is the time they are looking for the topic to use to preach on Sunday. If you are listening to me and somebody confided in you and you open your mouth and say it, you have lost your honor and dignity as a man of God. We are to keep secrets. Now, the point is, she now started crying out. Why is she crying out now? When not knowing that people have been suspicious, they know that she has so many things. I don't want to give details because aye not too kere. Secrets is not good when you know that it will still come to the open. Well, àwọn kankan wà tó yẹ pé tí ò bá ní bọ́ sí gbangba, still free yourself. You know the problem with regret, hey, and guilt. Guilt is a destroyer of emotions. Guilt is a destroyer of zeal. It destroys enthusiasm. It destroys energy. You won't be able to flex yourself. You won't be able to be free. Maybe your pastor is sleeping with you consistently. Abosori pepe awasu. And you are feeling guilty. Do you know that a lot of people have made people to be confused about God because of what they have seen or what they are seeing? Oh, they gbọ́dọ̀ mú kan nínú àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ọlọ́run sọ pé tó bá mú ìkan nínú àwọn tó ń gbà yìí tó bá mú wọn ṣubú, ó ní ó sàn kan fi okùn àti òkúta sí ọrùn èèyàn yẹn kàn jù sínú kànga. Let me tell you something. Don't hide and kill yourself in the secret place. Say it out. Now, you know where I've gotten to, and I pray some of you will get there. If I share my secret with you and you choose to make it public, it's your headache. Èmi ti bọ́. It's your problem. At least I'm free. I can live because there are people you cannot confide in. Just take it to the news. The moment you tell them anything about your life, if you are like that, you better change. Because you know why people struggle with their sexuality, struggle with extramarital relationship, struggle with having to have a child somewhere, struggle with health issues, struggle with having to open up, I'm HIV positive or anything that is a secret. You know the reason why people don't want to talk? Shame and guilt and inability to see people you can trust with your secrets. I want you to look at your life today and ask yourself, Mbo mo ti jabo? There was a story of a man who was a prince by name. His name is Mephibosheth. The meaning of Mephibosheth means the one that destroys shame. Meaning that when they gave birth to that man, they had a dream, they had a vision. They knew, this one, ó máa gbé orí ìdílé sókè. And war broke out. I've been talking about what is the cause of being in a toxic relationship and all of that. War broke out. And as soon as there is war, when one breaks out in a home, your wife, your husband, it messes up the children. Where two elephants fight, grass suffers. That was what happened. War broke out, and the nurse, who is a nurse, the mother, the father, the nurturer, the protector, the preserver, the cover, dropped him, and he was crippled both feet. Conless straight. And because of the war that broke out and it made him crippled both feet, he was useless. As a matter of fact, when the king sent for him to come to the table, he said he was a dead dog. That is what happens when we go through stuffs in our lives. And we keep the secrets. We are raised from dysfunctional system where war breaks out. You don't see anything good. I said self-esteem at the beginning of this program. It happens. Your self-esteem is damaged. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe anything good can come out of your life. And that is it. And before you know it, you'll be calling yourself names. Who would have called him a dead dog, a whole prince? It's war. It's war. You husband and wife hearing me now, you fight all the time. You are destroying the image of your children. They will call themselves good for nothing. The next thing is drugs. The next thing is hard life. The next thing is they want to do yahoo. They want to hammer. They will not look at the negative effect of their decisions because of what happened and the war has broken out. Please do me a favor today. Whatever it is you are hiding, nǹkan kí nǹkan tó bá ń bò lábẹ́ aṣọ, cry to someone. Spill it out. Spill it out. Sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Mi ní kó sunkún wájú ẹni tí ò ní bẹ́ẹ̀. A lot of people have cried to people that will not say sorry to them. Don't. Look for someone you can trust with your life. Anybody that is a counselor, a therapist, must have an oath of confidentiality. Keeping secrets is our life. Please, I want to encourage you today. Don't die in silence. Don't let your self-esteem be so rubbish that when you are making a choice in your relationship, you are going to be regretting it for the rest of your days. It is not late to change, especially if you are single. And that's why when we do premarital counseling, that is the first thing we do. We clack you. We get to the roots, your foundation. We want to be sure that níbo lo ti ń bọ̀ kan, you know my nickname, trace it, face it, erase it, and start replacing it. By the time you are able to sort that out, it will be easy for the person you are getting married to know you, and two of you will be so intentional about making your marriage work. Ẹnìkan ò ní máa gbé sókè kẹ́nìkan máa gbé sílẹ̀, ẹnìkan ò ní máa fà sókè kẹ́nìkan máa fà sílẹ̀. No, the two of you will keep your vows. You will make a decision to let your home be heaven on earth. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that had taken time to listen to Shematters of today. On behalf of Dr. Nkaju Elaifele, the CEO of Fresh FM Nigeria, I appreciate you for listening to me. You have a question, something is bothering you, please don't call that number. Send me a text, a voice note, or a WhatsApp to 080-232-42389. 080-232-42389. That is the number to text, to voice note, or WhatsApp. Please don't call that number. If you call that number, you're going to make it clumsy. But if you send your voice note, text message, WhatsApp, I will definitely reply. I've taken time to reply all my text messages this week. Unfortunately, I skipped some. Please don't be offended. Offend will take you off your end. Don't be angry with me and say, àdèmá pè wọ́n, àdèmá bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní down. Ṣé wọn pé kí iṣẹ́ yín nìkan ni mò ń dá lóhùn. Sometimes I listen to over 1,000 people in a day, and some will engage me because of what they are going through.